Good evening. This is progress, is it? The Telegraph report that a Church of England primary school allowed a 4-year-old boy to join as a girl. You heard me right, a 4-year-old boy joining a church primary school as a girl. What would the good Lord make of that one? Now, the child's sex was hidden from classmates who were described by parents as traumatised as a result of finding out that what they thought was a girl was a boy. One of the parents of a child who is friends with the boy, who identifies as female, told the Telegraph the school has robbed her daughter of her childhood as she discovered her friend is not a girl and that the teachers lied to her about it. Where to start with this? That this ungodly act should happen in a Church of England school tells you everything you need to know about that institution under the leadership of ultra-woke Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. If I was in charge, I would shut the school down and investigate every C of E school in Britain. The aforementioned parent at the school, who was formerly a non-teaching staff member, has told the Telegraph how the trans-identifying child formed a friendship group with her daughter, and she welcomed him to play dates, thinking he was a girl. The mother said her daughter started behaving strangely last term, including by refusing to talk or listen to the radio on her way home, hiding under the table and suffering from stress-induced insomnia and constipation. If this isn't a form of child abuse, I don't know what is, happening in a British school. The mother said that her daughter was distraught that her friend had lied to her and that she'd been holding hands with the boy. And here's the kicker, wait for this. It is reported that the trans-identifying child had been flashing their willy at the girls. There are no words. Here's a school that thinks it's appropriate for a 4-year-old to change their gender, to lie about it, and place other small children at risk of, at the very least, psychological damage. The children in that class now have to grapple with the complicated idea that a boy is a girl or a girl is a boy, and that somehow you can be born in the wrong body. A highly contested concept, and one which is both biologically and scientifically impossible. Now, we hear a lot about the so-called invented culture wars. Apparently, it's those on the right who imagine that this mad stuff is happening. Many argue there is no woke takeover of our public institutions with bonkers ideas. Well, I beg to differ. When a male double rapist who identified as female was accommodated in a women's prison in Scotland, we crossed the Rubicon and fiction became fact, from conspiracy theory to reality. And what is the conspiracy here? Well, it seems to me that it's a war on gender itself, fueled by radical leftists who aim to get them started early, inculcating our smallest children in this insane ideology. Now, trans adults, some of whom are good friends of mine, should be entitled to identify as they wish and to be respected and shown compassion. No problem. But extreme trans ideology, which says that you can change your biological sex and that men are women and that women are men, is misogynistic, it's homophobic, and reverses decades of progress for women who have fought hard for female-only spaces and to participate in female-only sporting competition. It takes a lot to shock me, but this story feels more than just a foolish policy. It feels like a crime. I would comfortably call it child abuse. The concerned mother of the distressed girl concludes, "I just want my daughter to be a child." She goes on, "The school's actions have robbed her of this, and that can never be given back." Battling twisted, arguably perverted woke ideology is now an existential moment for our society. There was always a great fear, wasn't there, that they would come for your children? Well, now we know they have.